A Dorset charity is warning of an explosion in unemployment when the government's furlough scheme ends. Earlier this year, the Bournemouth Churches Housing Association launched a support programme for those who'd lost their jobs during the pandemic. Its aim is to boost confidence and help with retraining, and it's already been helping people find their way back into work. Mike Apps reports.
James left his job as a kitchen porter just before the pandemic. More than a year later, he still hadn't found new employment.
Most of the jobs that I did apply for, I didn't really hear back. Motivation is definitely hard after the first couple of months of not doing, not having much going on. I wasn't particularly confident in interviews or what to really say for a lot of questions.
James's dad heard about the Way Forward, an employability and skills coaching programme set up by Bournemouth Churches Housing Association back in March for people left unemployed during the pandemic.
When I first met James, he didn't think he had transferable skills, so we identified those. We looked at things that he could do, physical activity, listening to podcasts, motivational speakers, in order to be able to be ready for when he did sort of get calls come through for jobs and interviews.
And it didn't take long for the call to come from a business that launched as a takeaway in lockdown and was now expanding.
He just stood out to me, and when I spoke to him, saw his CV, sort of confidence in him as well. It was really nice. He's the guy that I'm going to put on lead on the Friday, Saturdays, the busy nights. He's that guy for me now.
The charity thinks cases like James's are going to become more common.
We're expecting an explosion really from September when the furlough finishes. We're having really highly skilled people coming through the programme, coming out of marketing jobs, coming out of hotel manager jobs. They haven't created a CV in years. Them to suddenly be thrown into that turmoil of having to find work.
After 12 months at home, James is glad to be back in the kitchen.
It feels a lot better being in work again. Financially, it's definitely a lot better. I can make my own purchases and soon go out more.
Mike Apps, BBC South Today, Poole.
And good luck to James with the new job.